Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Investing Kev. We are on episode 46, and in today's episode, we're going to take a look at Okta, ticker OKTA. We're going to take a look at their company overview, their financials, their outlook, their risk factors, price target, and final thoughts. As we wrap up 2021, my channel is nearing 400 subscribers, which means a lot to me. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. Also, if you want to follow along with my investing journey, I have 4 different portfolios that reflect 4 common investing styles. I will be investing into these portfolios through at least June 1st of 2022, and from there we'll see what happens. As we head into the new year, I hope you all are staying safe and have a great holidays. I know these past few years have been a huge change, which may have been filled with a lot of bad times or good times. Through the ups and downs, I hope this channel has been beneficial to all of you in some capacity. Thank you for showing love and support to this channel. It truly means a lot to me, and I greatly appreciate all of you for tuning in and chatting with me either on here, Reddit, or Twitter. Alright everyone, let's get started. Looking at the company profile, Okta is the leading independent identity provider. The Okta Identity Cloud enables organizations to securely connect the right people to the right technologies at the right time. With more than 7,000 pre-built integrations to applications and infrastructure providers, Okta provides simple and secure access to people and organizations everywhere, giving them the confidence to reach their full potential. More than 14,000 organizations, including JetBlue, Nordstrom, Siemens, Slack, Takeda, Teach for America, and Twilio, trust Okta to protect the identities of their workforces and customers. Their vision is to accelerate a world where everyone can safely use any technology. They bring simple and secure access to people and organizations everywhere. They promise to not only protect the identities of their customers' workforce and users, but to ask what more can they make possible. To actually show what identity and access management is, I want to use these 2 images. Identity and access management focuses on 2 things, authentication and authorization. In the top image, authentication always comes first. The app should be able to determine if I can successfully log in. The second is authorization. If I'm an editor at a social media company, I should be able to log in and see editor privileges. As an editor, I can make changes to content, but I cannot change user accounts or add new users. At my job, I can submit my days I want to take off, but I do not have the privilege to approve or reject my days off. I cannot approve or reject my coworkers' days off. I am just an employee. I don't have manager, supervisor, or admin privileges. Looking at their financials, I want to take a look at their annual report before we take a look at their recent quarterly report. Their fiscal year ends every year on January 31st. From fiscal year 2019 to fiscal year 2021, you can see their total revenues going up from $399.2 million in 2019 to $835.4 million in 2021. Their subscriptions have more than doubled from $370.8 million in 2019 to $796.6 million in 2021. Their professional services and other have gone up slightly from $33.3 million in 2020 to $38.8 million in 2021. Their gross profits have been nice, but you can see their total operating expenses continue to go up. In fiscal year 2019, it was at $405.4 million and it is currently at $821.9 million in 2021. As of right now, you can see that Okta is not profitable. This is because they're pushing most of their profits into research and development, into sales and marketing, and general and administrative expenses. I read an article that Okta's goal is for them to reach revenues of $4 billion by fiscal year 2026, and that's when they expect to be profitable, so we're about 4 years out. Looking at their balance sheets, I do like seeing that their total assets are at $3.3 billion, which is more than the total liabilities at $2.6 billion. Their cash and cash equivalents in 2021 are at $434 million, which should help them contribute towards their growth. Looking at their fiscal year 2022 Q3 quarterly report, you can see right now they're at 14,000 customers. They have a 47% compound annual growth rate in total revenues from fiscal year 2019 to end of fiscal year 2022. They currently have $2.35 billion in remaining performance obligations, also known as RPO, which we'll talk about shortly. And they currently have a 122% trailing 12-month dollar-based net retention rate. Net dollar retention rate is a crucial metric that shows how successful you are in achieving growth without acquiring new customers. Looking at their financial highlights, these numbers are incredible. Year over year compared to Q3 fiscal year 2021, they saw a 61% increase in total revenues, a 63% increase in subscription revenue. Their remaining performance obligations, which are obligations that are met in the future, were up 49%. Their total customers are currently at 14,000, which is a 49% increase from last year, and the number of customers that have greater than $100,000 in annual contract value skyrocketed by 59% from the previous year. This chart visualizes their growth in total revenues. This chart shows their international revenue, which is up 114% year over year. This chart shows that their RPO is going up 49% year over year, and their current RPO is up 57% year over year. And they continue to display a really strong trailing 12-month dollar-based net retention rate. Right now, they are currently at 122%. Looking at the past, you can see that they're currently hovering around 120%. And this is great to see that they've more than doubled their total customers from Q1 fiscal year 2020 to Q3 fiscal year 2022. Looking at the outlook for Okta, I look at the identity and access management industry for the coming years. Looking at this article from Yahoo, the global identity and access management market is expected to grow by $11.7 billion during 2021 to 2025, progressing at a compound annual growth rate of over 14% during the forecast period. And looking at their quarterly report, there is a large addressable market. You can see that the workforce identity is a $35 billion market. You can see IGA, which is Identity Governance and Administration, and PAM, which is Privileged Access Management, are worth $15 billion. You can see customer identity is $30 billion. When you sum that all up, you have a total addressable market of $80 billion. Okta is in a very highly competitive industry, and their management made a huge move to acquire Auth0. This was back a few months ago when Okta completes the acquisition of Auth0. The identity leaders combine developer and enterprise expertise, offering customers more flexibility. Both Okta's and Auth0's platforms will be supported, invested in, and integrated over time, accelerating innovation and making the Okta Identity Cloud even more compelling for the full spectrum of customers and users. Identity is one of the most strategic investments an organization will make today. A single unified identity platform has the power to transform an organization by providing seamless and secure access for both customers and employees. Okta pioneered cloud-based identity, offering enterprise-grade reliability and world-class security while prioritizing customer success for organizations of all sizes. Auth0 was built by developers for developers. Application builders around the world are loyal to Auth0 for its extensibility, ease of use, scope of documentation, and developer-friendly experience. With combined expertise across developer communities and the enterprise, Okta and Auth0 will provide enhanced depth and breadth of identity solutions and will be even better suited to integrate quickly into the modern tech stack of today's developers. Looking at the risk factors, government is a constant. Okta is heavily based in America, but they're looking to continue to expand internationally. That means they need to abide with both domestic and international laws set by different government entities and organizations around the world. Failure to abide by those laws can result in heavy fines, and for a company that is not profitable and looking to grow, that'll definitely hurt their growth opportunities. Data collection and privacy is a serious global matter. Any breach of that can result in a bad image and also a loss in customers. The second risk factor is competition. Competition is a massive risk factor, and it's the biggest thing that I worry about in regards to Okta. They're going against well-established companies, legacy companies such as Microsoft, IBM, Amazon, and Oracle. They're going against rising companies such as Ping Identity and OneLogin. Their biggest competitor right now is Microsoft with their Microsoft Azure platform. There's a lot of future growth in this industry, and Okta is going to be a major player. The issue that I see is that Microsoft is a very heavily diversified company alongside Amazon, IBM, and Oracle. These are companies that can offer better pricing, better packages, better contract terms that can take away from Okta's revenues. If a company like Microsoft or Amazon offer lower prices, that can definitely hurt Okta, but won't hurt Microsoft and Amazon as much. The reason why is because they have so many different sectors for revenues. I would not be surprised with Okta having to pursue more mergers and acquisitions down the road to keep pace. As for how that affects their debt and the road to profitability, we'll see in due time. Looking at their price target from Tip Ranks, 14 analysts have given their 12-month price target with an average of $270.38. That would be a 20.1% upside from its current price of $225.05. The highest price target is $320 and the lowest is $230. Looking at CNN, 24 analysts have offered their 12-month price target. The median target is $281.50, which would be a 25% increase from its current price. The high is $320 and the low is $230. Looking at their year-to-date stock price, Okta has lost $25.62, which is a 10.22% decrease. This stock has been anywhere from $196.78 all the way up to $294 this year. Within the past month, Okta has gone up 13.6%, which is a $27 increase. Overall, for full disclosure, I do not own any shares of Okta. I do have my eyes on this company, and right now, I think the valuation is just a bit too much for me as I have higher priorities in different stocks. I would definitely consider this company given the future of the identity and access management industry. Identity and access management is incredibly important. As more companies are going digital and expanding, adding more people and providing them with the proper privileges while protecting the company is critical. I think the stock has a bright future. Their success depends on how management guides them through the very competitive years to come. If you like this content, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments of what you think. Do you own Okta? What do you think of this company? Happy New Year, everyone. Have a great holidays. As always, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time.